Thanks for sticking with me on this journey into the world of microbes. This is the last stop in this expedition, where we will learn about nitrogen fixation and nitrogen cycle and the role microorganisms play in it. So let's start with the nitrogen fixation first. What is it and how does it happen? Well, again, let's go back to the previous chapter on agriculture for that. We already saw that plants need nitrogen for their growth and survival. We also know that there is a lot of nitrogen in the air. About 78% of atmosphere is all nitrogen. But plants cannot consume this directly. This is because the nitrogen that is in the atmosphere is in its molecular form N2, which is actually a very stable molecule because of this strong bond between two nitrogen atoms. So it does not react with other chemicals very easily, and that is why the plants cannot really use it. What plants need are some other compounds of nitrogen like ammonium nitrate and ammonia that they can consume and use for their own growth. The process of converting the atmospheric nitrogen gas to these nitrogen compounds is called nitrogen fixation. And actually, we already saw in the last chapter one method in which this happens, and that is with the help of some microorganisms like rhizobium that lives inside the root nodules of leguminous plants. What they do is release this chemical or an enzyme that can help fix the nitrogen to form these nitrogen compounds. Well, just like this, there are even more microorganisms like blue-green algae and cyanobacteria that live in the soil and water and help with nitrogen fixation. They also convert some complex nitrogen compounds into simpler ones that can then be consumed by the plants. But you know what? There is actually another natural way in which nitrogen is fixed, and that is through the lightning that we see during thunderstorms. Lightning creates so much energy that the nitrogen molecule is broken down and then it reacts with hydrogen and oxygen in the air, again forming these nitrogen compounds. As we saw in the previous video, these nitrogen compounds get consumed by plants for their growth, and which in turn form a key part of this nutrition cycle through the process of decomposition. But at this point, you might be wondering, if microbes and lightning keep fixing this nitrogen and plants keep consuming it, won't we end up using all the nitrogen in the atmosphere? Well, that is a very good question. And again, microbes play a very important role in this. There are some bacteria like Pseudomonas that under conditions where there is lack of oxygen, well, also called anaerobic conditions, consume these nitrogen compounds and release nitrogen gas. This process is called denitrification, and it replenishes the nitrogen gas back into the atmosphere. And that is why the percent of nitrogen in the atmosphere remains more or less the same. This whole process of conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogen compounds and then from these nitrogen compounds back into the nitrogen gas is called nitrogen cycle. Now, as we have seen, the nitrogen from the air is fixed by microorganisms or lightning and get converted into these nitrogen compounds. These compounds are consumed by plants and animals to form this nutrition cycle, where microbes again play a key role in decomposition. And finally, microbes again help in the denitrification process which releases the nitrogen gas back into the atmosphere, thus completing the nitrogen cycle. Just think about it. Microorganisms play such an important role in the whole cycle, from fixation to decomposition and even denitrification. And this cycle has been going on for billions of years. And actually, it will continue for many, many more. Alright, I hope you had a lot of fun learning about these tiny microorganisms and how they are involved in so many aspects of our life. This chapter has just been a small introduction to the world of microorganisms. There is actually a whole field of science dedicated to their study called microbiology. If this chapter has risen some curiosity in you, I encourage you to think of microbiology as a field of study in your future. You can get started by looking at some of these videos. Have fun and goodbye.